Get enough photo reel?
Oh yeah.
Get a move on then, Shutterbug.
I got one too. I'm gonna be a Karen and stop filming me.
Now get ready. Here we go.
We're back at Great Adventure. What is up, guys? It's Arkham, and here we are at the park today. There's a lot to unpack. New mazes are open starting today. Major flash updates, including the train now on site, and even more. The parking lot is absolutely dead. It is raining right now, so the crowds today are probably gonna be pretty light. We'll probably be able to get on a lot of things if they're open, and we'll probably be able to do a lot of scare areas as well. We'll see how it goes today. I don't exactly know. We might meet some people depending, but we'll see what happens. Let's go have a great day. Some excess things to know is that as of today, you do not have to pay an extra ticket just for Fright Fest anymore. If you just have a day pass, you can now get into Fright Fest essentially for free with park admission, of course. So if you paid for the park, you stayed there the whole time, you're in for Fright Fest, which is pretty awesome. So good change, I'd say. I mean, after all the things that were going on this season with Fright Fest, this was bound to happen essentially. Took a while, but if you go to pass holder services, they give you the wristband. It literally says maze access on it, and it gives you the date. So that means every single time you come into the park, you have to make your way over to pass holder services or a location where there's a bag, and that'll give you access for the day into your selected area. But we are going to make our way around, check out all things. I have not seen a single scare actor yet, so I wonder. Oh, nope, never mind. I see a bunch. But we're gonna go check out the little shop, and then we're gonna make our way around. We're gonna start going towards Asylum and Saw first. We're gonna hit those, and then we'll go from there. A lot of trick or treat merch. Saw, cool Stranger Things shirt. Yeah, this looks great. Really cool. It is really quiet today, but now fence is back around the giant wheel, as it looks like they are working more on those LEDs in the front. Looks like it's only going to be at the front today as we head towards the Flash, where we have a new sign. Very nice sign, spring 2025, probably even for opening day if you ask me. So this would put Great Adventure on track with the usual Cedar Fair policies of opening rides for the season, which for me is a good sign for what's to come. The moment has arrived, finally. Trains on site. Holy moly, we have trains on site. And if you don't believe me, look right there. Up-stop wheels. Fins. Those are the trains covered in tarps for the weather and for it not to get damaged. You're also doing a bunch of stuff with the ramp back there, putting up the whole queue. Wow, what an exciting update. Can't wait to see these guys unraveled and unpacked. So I was pretty much right with my estimation that late September is when these trains would be out here for the full for the time. So really cool to see that the Flash trains are on site. Testing could begin imminently. My guess would be late October. Hopefully the weather is all cleared from there. Otherwise, there really isn't that much changes. Park 6 is looking a little more shaped than usual, especially towards the back. Otherwise, looks pretty good otherwise. Exciting. Just feels like all around there's new signage unleashed, and then the RIP bar has more signage, and then now we know what this thing was for. Back here in front of Cyborg, they were to be signs. Saw 20th anniversary and the Asylum. When you know you're given recommendations to go check out Asylum especially, you know you have to go over there and check it out. Really cool. Saw has, to my knowledge, I don't think anybody's really gone inside of it. But now there's new signs here that talk about Saw, where it's basically, this is a celebration of all of Jigsaw's diabolical contraptions, and the Asylum, which are all basically test dummies. Really cool. Open today until close. of the park, and these look absolutely sinister. Really cool. A little difficult to see, but there are some Stranger Things lights here that are being tested on the inside. So they are getting that ready for next week, supposedly, is when they would be ready to open up Stranger Things. And inside the Reaper's Closet, they have even more Stranger Things merch that's more exclusive to the Stranger Things because of its location. Stranger Things, as you know, is right next door, right there in the black building. Reaper's Closet is where you exit. You pretty much exit towards the direction of Reaper's Closet. So it just works out perfectly that they'll just use Reaper's Closet as sort of this exit to the ride, so to speak. I say it's pretty creative. All right, so we're gonna go probably towards, see what's going on in that direction if I can get anything there. Oh my God, that's a cool sign. RIP Bar's got a nice sign in it. But I'm gonna go over to check out Asylum and Saw momentarily. So just walked over to Asylum and Saw, and they basically said that it's not open. They're gonna wait for it to get a little darker. Kind of an odd choice, I'd say. I would understand them not opening Stranger Things right away, but I would have thought because of the weather it would have been much more convenient in that way, but I don't know. Seems a little odd. So better plan is I'm gonna head to the other side where we will come across Army of the Dead and Conjuring. Those are two more inside ones, and we're gonna go there. Actually, what is that? Wait a minute. There's more. Good. Alright, so we're gonna try Army of the Dead first. We're gonna check out how that is. There is a guard in front, so I wonder if it is ready yet. Army of the Dead. So Army of the Dead, this massive building is all for Army of the Dead. They used it to have last year 2 haunt mazes were inside of here, and this would be the line for both of them. So now we're going inside. Army of the Dead was pretty good. I was all by myself, so it definitely added to the immersion a little bit. But I've never honestly seen the movie, but I am like so big into The Walking Dead, and it was one of my favorite shows, so doing a zombie maze was actually really cool. Definitely got my heart racing a little bit. Again, being by yourself is certainly what'll grow the experience more, and I think this probably isn't gonna be the first time where I'm gonna end up being by myself, so really awesome. So Superman still closed. We are gonna head to Conjuring, which is right over here. Never really had a chance to be back here a lot, so nice to kind of soak it all in for a little bit. Now, Conjuring. Conjuring's on a delayed opening right now, so we're gonna go through Carnival. Let's see if we can pick up some really fun moments with these awesome scare actors in Carnival, who in my opinion are probably my favorite scare actors of the whole event so far. So let's see what they got up their sleeves this time.
Man, I should have done the full show. Because it's like raining and I can't do the whole electrocuting thing. But I can hammer down my face view. Alright, what I'm going to do right here, right now, this is a Six Flags Freak Show. We're going to do sideshow stunts up here. If you don't know what sideshow is, I'm going to tell you. Sideshow is sword swallowing, fire eating, glass walking. All that information is passed down from generation to generation.
It should be beating or you'd be dead.
Now listen, all this stuff is real, all this stuff is... Now listen, you can't learn this stuff on the YouTubes because you get hurt. What I do, I learn from the sideshow legends. Love doing this stuff and doing the sideshow live.
Whoa!
Awesome. scare actors in Carnival are so awesome. I love them so much. They're so good at what they do. They just have fun with it. I mean, they basically just fire up a chainsaw and just laugh. That's really their whole shtick. It's great. I love it. We're going to take another attempt at Asylum and Saw. Here is Saw. Okay, so just got out of Saw and Asylum, and there's a lot to talk about with these two because for once one of the mazes were really incredible and the other one had me a little bit confused, but let's talk Saw first. So Saw was the first one I did. It was the one that many people don't have really any footage of, for that matter, because they had the media day, which I could not attend, and from that point it was like, no, you weren't able to go inside Saw. So I got to go inside Saw, and it was I don't know where to take of it. I don't remember it from last year too well, but basically the way I thought of it is that over a while I realized, because you go inside and then it has you pick a path and then you go through a path, and eventually like you would go in a giant circle, and when we realized that, we're like, oh, wait a minute, it's an actual maze. So basically you take a path, but if there's a turn that you have to take, but if you don't take said turn, you're gonna go in circles. And there's essentially this one single person that's following you around this whole entire time, and that's basically who the entity is. You see like Jigsaw once in the beginning, but once you get to that, it's like that's when you get to the circle of almighty craziness, and you just follow around this guy, and then once you figure out the way to continue forward, that's when you see the rest of the scare actors. So I'm like, well, there's like one scare actor. What is going on here? Is this really it? So then I thought it was going to be a little anticlimactic, but then after that you kept on going, and then that's when you got to the actual true maze itself, and that's when it got really good. So Saw had to grow on me a little bit. Over time, when I realized that, oh my gosh, you're going in circles and circles and circles, that's when I really started to like Saw a lot. And I think for a lot of people it might differ because of that factor. Asylum, on the other hand, so much going on. So much going on. I will absolutely go inside Asylum again. That was incredible. I loved Asylum to no end. There was so much going on. Props all over the place. Working animatronics. Pure chaos. Unbelievable haunt maze. Unbelievable. If Great Adventure keeps Asylum around the whole time, I won't care. That's totally fine with me. Let it stay for the next 30 years. It was that fantastic. Asylum is incredible. Saw is really good. I don't think it was as good as Asylum though. Asylum right now is probably my #1 haunt maze in this event. That's how good Asylum is. So they just turned the lights back on, and I was even debating, I'm like, I should go back inside Asylum. I was really close to going back inside of Asylum because that's how good it was. But we're gonna head back towards Conjuring to see if that had reopened. It was on a delayed opening. We're gonna see if Conjuring is back up and running. Conjuring is open and we are going. Let's talk about the Conjuring. This was a really cool one. One really awesome effect that's on the inside. I'm not going to spoil it. You'll know it when it happens. It was a really cool maze. Very long maze at that. One of the longer mazes I'd say so far that I have experienced. A good one. Very good one. So how would I rank all 6 of these mazes so far? Again, I have not done Stranger Things. I have not done Trick or Treat. And I've not done Texas Chainsaw because they are going to be opening supposedly next week. So what would I do? I would still probably put Asylum first for the moment. Followed probably, could be controversial. I'd say Saw after that. And then either Conjuring or Big Top. Probably Big Top, because Big Top blew my expectations out of the water. So that's probably the order I would go in. But other than that, it was really cool. Log Flume is still going too, despite cool weather, which is really cool to see. But it is that time where I'm gonna get on a roller coaster for a little bit, get my adrenaline pumping, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go to Toro. And in case you were not aware, Fright Fest Extreme will go until November 3rd, and then 2 weeks break before Holiday in the Park on November 23rd. Awesome. Closed sign in front of Trick or Treat, but this would be the entrance as I had supposed it to be. And the extended queue would wrap all the way down. Holy moly. And that goes all the way down to King of Ka. Supposedly the back entrance, where you exit Texas, is probably going to be over there as well. Or that's going to be extended queue for Trick or Treat, one of the two. We'll figure that out. Now I'm going on Toro. Got one ride on El Toro. Good ride. It's not running very fast because the weather obviously is holding it back, but it is still a good ride. I got a front row ride, row 1, and no line. Like, that's how pretty much deserted this park is on Friday, especially after a rainstorm. So that's what the weather will do. It'll scare a lot of people away. So seems to be the case here. But we're gonna head to Frontier Adventures. We'll walk through Exile Canyon. See from there what we can do. Ka is going to be open until... Yeah, I was waiting for that. Ka is open, but I'm not gonna ride it today, mainly because I'd rather wait when I'm gonna actually spend a whole night here. I'm not gonna be here the whole night, but I did want to mainly come here because of the 4 new mazes that did open up. So that task has most definitely been accomplished already. So now it's more just me getting to enjoy the park. And honestly, I probably want to go back to Asylum again because that's just honestly how good it was. I'm gonna go into Saw as well again, just so I can get another better idea of that maze. But all in all, we're just gonna go through Exile Canyon. We'll go through Blackbeard's Curse, go through Demon District, and then we'll hit the 2 mazes on the way out. We'll get a Justice League ride in too, just to see how that goes, and we'll go from there. They have been constantly cycling Log Flume all day, which tells me that they are trying to keep it open this weekend as well. So if the weather permits, I'll give Log Flume a try. Exile Canyons. Enter the wonderful world of Curse of Blackbeard. Let's go. did anything unique with Skull Mountain for Fright Fest. Let's go take a look inside. Yeah, it was just a coaster in a dark box. That was Skull Mountain. There were no lights on. There was no music inside. So I would have thought, oh, they're bringing back the OG. And that was not the case at all. They brought back the no-G because there was something going on in there. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. Not gonna lie. Unless they're preparing it for when it becomes Hoist at a Peak for Holiday in the Park, if that's where it will become next year, probably. All right, Demon District. Jersey Devil today is so far the only ride I've seen with a line so far, which is pretty odd for me to say. It seems like they are on 2 trains. That's good at least. They are in Demon District. Let's make our way inside. Around. Double. That is where we enter. Let's go. Check it out. For another time. Seems like things are a lot better now.
That thing's gonna consume you! Out of my way! Move it!
Anger issues.
You get enough photo reel?
Oh yeah.
Get a move on then, Shutterbug!
Way better for immersion than the last time.
I got one too. I'm gonna be a Karen and stop filming me.
Demon District is way better now. Thankfully, they fixed the whole thing with the issue with the lights on the first day we were there. And now we're gonna go ride Nitro for see how it is doing with the weather that we have right now. Hoping for a good back row ride. And we'll go and move on from there. We'll head down to Movie Town, maybe Wonder Woman, depending. Justice League, and then I want to go back to Saw, and I want to go back to Asylum. They were so good. So good. Scratch Nitro, they're going to be taking a train off. They're going to go from 3 trains to 2 trains. You heard that right. They had three trains on the track just today, and now they're going to go to 2, probably because it's not that busy. So we're going to skip. You can see the sign out front that says Hawkins High School for Stranger Things. I know it's a shed, but it is what it is. No real big activity outside Stranger Things. It's pretty much ready to go. It's just a matter of state approval. Oh, so the bikes are props for the queue, which are cool. Which are nice. So that's the whole queue space for Stranger Things, and they are expecting the queue to be very long, so they definitely over-prepared for it, which is a very good thing that they did. Alright, so we're gonna go back into Saw and Asylum now. Saw has picked up a little bit of a line, but we're still going to go into it, so let's go. This is the line for Saw. pathway right at the exit of where Saw is. You take a right, that's the entrance for Asylum. So most people will probably end up doing Saw first. Then you just take a right, and the line for Asylum is right there. It's really interesting. These two mazes are incredible. Just went through them all again. Really good mazes all around. Saw, really unique concept, and even better, and a really good execution. And Asylum is just chaos. I just love how much chaos is involved with that attraction. There's so much going on in it, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time. We're gonna go on Justice League, and that was out the night for us. I got about 260K on Justice League. We're gonna make our way out of the park. What else we could see for Flash, I have no idea, but it was a really good day of haunts. So that's gonna wrap up today's vlog here at Six Flags Great Adventure Fright Fest on Friday. This lovely day of September 27th. Got some cool Stranger Things merch, even though the maze was not open. Should be open by next week, alongside Texas Chainsaw and Trick or Treat. Glad I got to get on all the other mazes I have not. They had just opened up for today, which were Army of the Dead, Saw, as well as Conjuring and Asylum. Really fantastic mazes. Asylum definitely being the best one probably of the four. Saw definitely comes in second for me. Army of the Dead and Conjuring can be intertwined. I think Conjuring has some really cool effects in it, and Army of the Dead is very spacious and really serves as a great starter for those looking to get into the scares. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and always think your ride-ups. And I will see you all in the parks. Goodbye.
Here we go.